What up, folks? All right, so I was not going to react or watch this animatic at all. All right, not at all. But I was told by someone that there's some actual substance here. There's like some VA work and like an actual ending, supposedly for Volume 9. So I know what? Let me just go ahead and watch this and finish off Rwby properly. But since I'm gonna watch it and do a review or maybe do a reaction. So you know what? Let me just do it live. I'm gonna do the whole thing live. So I'm going to pull up the Rooster Teeth site, press play, and then you guys can watch it live with me. Or later on, whenever you get a chance, you can come back and just press play. When I press play, you can watch it along with me. We can talk about it here afterwards. I have a notebook, I have a pen. I don't know if there's gonna be anything worth writing down. I don't know yet. We will see. But hit the like button. And if you don't mind, let's see. So another thing that's weird about the Rooster Teeth site, I don't remember my login. So when I come here to the share screen here, it keeps making me, I know it starts with, I play like the first 5 seconds, so I know it starts with Eddie and Carrie. That's all I know. But every time I try to hopefully, let me pause it real quick. Make sure I don't play. Like I know it starts with Carrie and Eddie, but I'm hoping that once I hit play, that stupid login screen doesn't come up because I don't remember my login for Rooster Teeth site for whatever reason. I can't log in. I don't know why I don't remember it, but it is what it is. I don't remember my login, so there'll be no logging into the Rooster Teeth site anytime soon. Does Rwby do some talk no jutsu to Salem? That's volume 6 Rwby. I don't know if Rwby's done that since. But she definitely did that in volume 6. Would that work? Probably not. I don't know what to expect. I'm gonna give it I'm gonna start, no spoilers. If you've seen it, no spoilers. I'm hoping see the stupid login screen here? Continue with Google, continue with Apple, continue with Facebook, sign in with email. I can't remember my login. I'm hoping that does not pop up while I'm watching it. If it does, I'm about to figure something out. Okay, we'll see. But I'm hoping once I hit play, that won't pop up. Yeah, so there's, you didn't know it existed? Well, yeah, there's this, let me back up here. There's this animatic thing for volume 9. Let me refresh real quick. Oh, start playing. Okay, stop. Volume 9, episode 11, bonus ending animatic. So we'll see what happens here. I'm hoping the login screen does not pop up. I don't know yet though. We'll see. Do me a favor, hit the like button. All right, we'll get started here in about. First of all, if you plan on linking up with me now, I'll give you let's say it's 4:35 where I'm at. I will give you until let's say 4:40. All right, 4 minutes. 4 minutes. We'll talk for 4 minutes, then we'll play. Yes, I don't know what this is. Apparently, it's like an actual ending, a proper ending for volume 9. Apparently, there's like VA work, voice acting in this, and it's long enough. How long is this thing? Let's see. I'll play again. Let me pause it. 15 minutes. It's 15 minutes. So we'll see. I did too. I did think that as well. Red Dusk. I thought that would be my last Rwby thing, but then I saw this name Animatic. So I know what? I'm gonna watch it. Okay, I'm gonna watch it. So I know what? Why not just put it online? I'm gonna stream it. That's all. I wasn't doing anything today anyway. So I said, know what? Why not just give? So this will probably be, unless something happens, this will probably be my last Rwby thing until volume 10, if there's a volume 10, But I was not going to do this, but then someone told me it's actual substance in this. So all right, you know what? Fine, let me check it out. That's why. So here in a second I'll play, and we'll see what's actually in here, and then I'll be done with Rwby, and then we'll be talking about something else. 15 minutes. It's 15 minutes of an whatever the hell this is. So if you want to go to Rooster Teeth account, I'll put it in the freaking chat right now. There you go. This is where I'm at. Go to this site and hit play whenever I hit play, and then I will I'll let you know. What is going on here? Refresh. Here we go. No, Carrie says, hey everybody, that's how I know it starts. I'm hoping once I go full screen that stupid login won't pop up. I don't know though. If there's an ad, I'll tell you there's an ad, and we'll just have to deal with it. I'll try to sync it up as best I can. Folks can come back later on and sync up their version or their screen with me, and you can watch it with me. 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes is 4:38. It is original chapter 11 animatic. They never should have made Salem immortal. There's ways you can make a character immortal and still interesting. Well, I guess the solution to the issue is to no longer be immortal. So if they converted her back to being a human, then it can be resolved in a different way, you know. She doesn't have to stay immortal. 1 more minute. At 4:40, I will start. Hey, what's up, AJ Studios? It hasn't been that long. Last stream was what? Last stream was a couple of days ago, like last week. It hasn't been that long. It's a full animatic. All right. We are 1 minute away. I will press play here in a second and hope that login screen does not pop up every time. Let's go full screen. I'm not gonna play it on my full screen because I don't know what the hell's going. I don't know what Rooster Teeth is gonna do. So I'm gonna click over to full screen once I hit play. But I'm gonna hit play and then I'm gonna jump over. All right. Hey, what's up? Hey, Vexed, I've been subbing to you since season 3. Oh, I appreciate that. It's so jarring that this is how it ended. Yeah, it is. It is so jarring. 4:40. Okay, here we go. Pressing play. 0-0. Okay. Pressing play. In 5, 4, 3, 2. I don't know. I'm counting now. You can see it. 2 and 1. Play. Twelfth episode. Cut it for budget. A version like this in volume 10. Okay. If and when it does come back. Right. Right. There was a cliffhanger. That's where we're at. All right, starting now. Animatic. Music. Nora's talking, okay? We buried our friends today. Right. Hey, oh look, it's what's her face? It's in honor, okay. It's the fondness from Mantle. I can't remember their names. Whitley, Willow, and Klein. Okay. Vacuo pyramid. So Nora is narrating this. We have some grim attacks. Oh, it's Winter Schnee with her Schnee maiden powers. Nora in the foreground. Okay, that wasn't added yet, I guess. So they're fighting Grim and Vacuo. Okay, makes sense. Like a storm of some sort. Yeah, like a windstorm, or it's like a sandstorm. Yeah, and you got Oh, it's Team Coffee. Look at that. If it isn't Coco and the crew, Velvet. Okay, there's Sun and Neptune outside the city of Bakuo. So Nora is doing all the voiceover right now. What did she just say? My bad, I missed it. Do you think you have captions? Sure does. I put on captions. Grim attacked the city for days. Okay. All right. Okay. Was Neon Cat, right? Oh, it's orphans. Okay, so they're actually interacting with the world. Like, this is good. There's actually like interactions with the actual world here. Like, okay, that's good. The world is alive. You know, they're interacting with the other people in the damn world, which is better than what they're doing before. But this is animatic, so like, you know, Nora's got her scars. Okay, still got the scars. Neon Cat was not a fan of her scars apparently, or she was like taken aback by it. Now we have Oscar's voiceover. Okay. Okay, so no one knows anything. That would make sense. Okay. No records in at Vacuo that are any good. So they're resisting the merger. Okay. Okay, there's Emerald. Takahashi. Okay, they're really like talking about Rwby now. They're really honing on Ruby Rose. Like, okay. They're really feeling the loss of Ruby Rose. It showed you how like important she was within this group, within this. Like, it's kind of crazy. Now Ren is talking. Ren is Velvet, Neo, and Ren. Oh, Ren and Nora are not on good terms, or they're like not close. Probably because of scars and what happened in. There's a little bit of distance between Nora and Ren. So Nora taking up a leadership position here. Yeah, because missing their leader, John the leader. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. Tatsu called him. He's running off now. Why? I don't know. Oh, because what the hell is that? Oh, these are bad people now. Okay. Oh, it's Tyrion. Tyrion's already there. That's smart. Have Tyrion already. No place for royalty or loyalty. Royalty. I think it's royalty. So Tyrion and Mercury are already there. Cool. This is where I'm at right now. Right. Team Coffee, Team SSN. Whitley and Willow are crying about Weiss. Here's on North's face. Okay, Dad, add that later. It's not really your fault, I would say. Well, Penny's gone because of her own fault. She could have went through that damn portal if she wanted to with that relic. She stayed behind. She should have been the first one through the damn portal heading to Vacuo. She should have been the first one. It's not Winter's fault that Penny got killed. It's her own damn fault. She shows up with the. Oh, look, it's Professor Port and Professor Ublik. Wait, what? She went to Vale? Why? Why would she go straight to Vale? Interesting. Now they had to leave Vale. Huh? No Vale. So my thought process was you go to Vacuo and go full circle to return back to Vale. But according to this, she went to Vale after Atlas, and now they're going to. They had to leave Vale. Interesting. That Crow and Willow giving out food to the people. Interesting. It's not Crow. That voice is not Crow. Maybe it is. It is Crow, but the voices, I don't know what that was. Filthy Schneeze. The world. This is good. Interacting with the world. The world, interacting with other people in the world. The world feeling alive. That's what I'm talking about. That's good. That's good. So the Vacuo folk don't like the Schnee, obviously, because the Schnee came in and took all the dust and, mined their land. So they hate the Schnee and the Atlas folk. That makes sense. And I like that they're showing them and actually interacting with the people. That's good. You should have did that more often. Then again, this is the animatic, so it's over now. But they should have been doing more of this. Interesting. I'm not gonna lie. You've been so disappointed. What are you guys doing wrong? What's the issue? Machinery. Not gonna lie, this is making me want to see Volume 10 more. That's good. I want to see Volume 10 now a little bit more. Don't come back. That's so rude. Daylight fading to the sunset. Don't come back. That's so messed up. But funny a little bit. Why would you feel that? Why would he say you're feeling optimistic after seeing the "Don't come back" sign on the damn grave? Okay. These animatics are bare. Clover? Talking about Clover? He's an old friend. Can't remember the damn goat girl name. Oh, it's Only? Only's here. Only herself. Miss Only? She's here. Robin Hill. I can't remember her name for a second. Robin Hill. Remember her message. Remember her message. Okay. Oh yeah, so Ruby's message got through. Okay, I remember that. The message she put out in volume 7. Cole's about to cry. Look at that. I forgot about that message. Is that volume 7 or volume 8? Never mind, volume 8. It's volume 8. Message in volume 8. That's what it was. Where did she start, Crow? Where did she start? All right, I think this is the point where. Okay, Ravens, Ravens portal. They're walking through Raven's portal. Wait a minute. That's different from volume 9. So Raven brought them through. So the cool Raven now? That would have been interesting. That would have been interesting, like Raven being like interesting. So Raven is the one that brought them to Vacuo. So where did they end up from the damn? So Raven and Crow and they're all on good terms now. As far as this animatic goes, interesting. Raven's weird. Her inclusion in the show has been weird. Fades to Black, is that it? Raven's inclusion in the show has been weird. Like, she went away in volume 6. That's it. Written by Eddie, Miles, and Kiersey. So you got the screen. Here it is. Right. Remember her message? That's cool. Remember her message? That's how it's supposed to look. So they actually gave us some artwork, even though we don't have the actual completed. We only have the animatic, but they have the actual artwork. Remember her stuff. So all right. So our message got through in volume 8. Raven is now brought them to Vacuo, and she's all smiles. So I guess her and Yang are on good terms. Okay. And that is it. All right. A couple of things about that. First of all, what are your thoughts? I couldn't look at the chat obviously because I was looking at the damn thing. So what do I have here? The animatic had actual people interacting with the main characters. They're talking about orphans, kingdom, upset that a kingdom of orphans were there. They were upset with with Atlas, because what the kingdom of Atlas have done to Vacuo. They didn't like the Schnees walking around. I like that. I liked all the interactions with the actual people of the world. I always talk about, you want your world to feel alive and real. You don't want your story to feel like if the main characters were to leave, then everybody would just be dead and there'd be no work, there'd be no story. You have to have a world that feels like it's active and dynamic, and things can happen. Things can happen beyond the main characters. So that was good. Aspen and Oscar are resisting the merger for the sake of what? At this point, like, why are they resisting the merger? I don't know. It's going to happen. I guess they want to keep their for Oscar's sake, they want to keep that merger not happening. I guess. Okay. Too many people in the vacuum right now because everybody went there. Okay. Rwby is very important, and that now makes sense why, because the message he got out. All right, she's a beacon for them, a beacon of hope, and a message that she sent out. Actually went out to the people. Okay, it resonated. All right, she got memorials. She got paintings on the wall. People love Rwby. They should have known her from the Vital Festival tournament. Okay, this shouldn't be the moment where she's famous. She should be famous from competing in the Vital Festival tournament. But okay. Nora is kind of leading she's stepping up as a leader within Vacuo to help people. Salem went to Vale. Rwby became a messiah, kind of. Salem went to Vale. Why? She doesn't know where the relic is, so why would she go straight to Vale? That's weird. That seems like a way to get the people in Vale to Vacuo. We want Professor Port and all the people in Vacuo. We want them in, not Vacuo. We want Professor Port and what's the dude's name? What's the other professor name? Ublik. And they want them all in Vacuo, so they made Salem go to Beacon to get them there. Okay. I don't know why she would go to Vale though. Beyond like the story reason of wanting the characters to all be in Vacuo, I don't know why else she would go to Vale. But that's weird. In my mind, it was always going to be like full circle journey. You start in Vale, you go to Mistral, you go to Atlas, you go to Vacuo, and you come full circle returning to Vale to end the story. That's what I always thought. Maybe that's still the case, but here Salem went to Vacuo. Went to Beacon first. And then Raven is the one that got them to Vacuo. So wherever they got spit out at, when they stepped out of the freaking Ever After, they ended up in nowhere apparently. And then Raven used her semblance, I guess because she's been looking for Yang this entire time. That makes sense, I guess. She's been constantly looking for Yang. So she's been trying to teleport to Yang over and over again. And eventually she could. And then she took Yang and them all to Vacuo. Fine. There needs to be some type of conversation, of course, between Raven and the crew. We didn't get that in this animatic. Fine. We wouldn't got that. We would have got that in volume 10. Okay, let's look at the chat. Plot holes. Apparently Ty is dead off screen. Yeah, well, maybe he didn't go. Well, remember, Ty is in what's the name of the damn island? Well, I have a Rwby brain fart. Patch. Ty is on Patch, right? So if he stayed on Patch, then he's safe. See what else. Let's scroll up real quick. He absorbed a lot of electricity. Okay. Finally, some world interaction. I agree. Red Dusk. I agree for sure. Why is it in characters? Why is it so in character that only when the show is canceled do they start actually pushing interesting concepts? Well, I guess you could argue that they're getting. One could argue that maybe they're figuring it out and they're getting better as time goes on. Maybe that would be like the hope for their sake, you know. But I don't know why. I don't know why that's the case. What's her message? Her message was volume 8 was Rwby's message was come together. Salem, there's a woman named Salem that the Grim follow, and that Ironwood can't be trusted. We all have to come together and fight Salem. That was her message. And she kind of outed Glinda Goodwitch, like, hey, talk to Glinda. She'll confirm everything I'm saying is true. Trying to put Glinda on blast, if I remember correctly. What else we got here? Rwby is Messiah. Why'd they act like they were so close to the end? They're so over emotional. I don't know. Yeah, I guess because the emotion comes from them believing that Rwby and John were dead, so they lost their friends, they lost their loved ones. I guess it was kind of somber because of that. Even though Crow was optimistic, so at this point they thought they were all dead. And Crow was optimistic about the future for whatever reason. I don't know why. Do people know that Salem can't die? I don't believe so. I don't think the masses know that. What else we got here? Where did you find Glinda? What did he say about Glinda? Didn't he say Glinda was he said something about Glinda. He said Glinda had run away or she was hiding or somewhere. I don't know what he said about Glinda. I don't remember. Professor Port said something about Glinda, but I forgot already what that was. Hopefully we'll see Glinda again. That'd be cool. It'd be cool to see a fight with Glinda in the updated animation. Unfortunately, we don't know if Volume 10 will ever happen. Let's see. So the big takeaways again was Salem went to Vacuo. Not Vacuo. He's saying Vacuo because of V. Vale Vacuo. Salem went to Vale first for some reason. We don't know yet. We may never know. What else happened? Then Raven is the one who brought them to Vacuo. Oscar and Osmond are resisting the merger. And yeah, that's the big story stuff. That's the big story stuff. Oh, he did say he can't be killed. Yeah, she did say that. You're right. Maurice, you're right. He did say that. Salem can't be killed. She said that. She said that 100%. She did. You're correct. But that was I'm not gonna hate. That was a solid ending to Volume 9. That would have been the chapter, like the final chapter. I'm guessing it would have been longer, a little bit longer in ways, you know. But that's a solid ending to not the Volume 9, because Volume 9 was filler, but it's a good way to. It'd be a decent entry to Volume 10. Like if some of this was Volume 10, that would make more sense. And they said in the video that this would have been some of Volume 10. I don't mind this setup. This is like a setup for Volume, kind of. Not really a setup for. It's not really a good end cap for Volume 9. It's more of a setup for Volume 10. That's what it really would have been, honestly. Right. We don't know why she went to Vale, so can't say because of the relic, because she can't find the relic, so we don't know. The animatic only answered a couple questions, which was how did it get to Vacuo, Salem, Raven. We saw a lot of people there. We saw Robin Hill and her crew of huntresses. We saw Team Coffee. We saw Sun and Neptune. We saw Mercury and Tyrion. What else we see? We saw Team Coffee. Yeah, it's all like everybody's there basically. Everyone's there. They would have had a lot of characters in Volume 10. A lot of characters. I wonder if Volume 10 is like a last stand. Like I said before, I thought they'd be going back to Vacuo, but I don't know why she'll go there. I keep saying Vacuo. I thought they'd be going back to Vale in the end, but for whatever reason, she went to Vale before going to Vacuo. I don't know why. Neo saying it's not our fault. We're here. Should make a lot more problems for Team Rwby. Things. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, Rwby is gonna have a problem now that she's alive. It was her idea to get them all to Vacuo, so it was her plan. So yeah, they're upset that everyone is there, and there's so much emotion going around. There's so many people that grim attacks are happening left and right. It's a mess. and it was Ruby's idea. So she could have sent some people to the Veil and some people to Vacuo, but she sent everyone there to Vacuo. And then after, interesting. So once Salem attacked Beacon again, then they all fled to Vacuo. Why not go to Mistral? Mistral is fine right now, right? They left Mistral in decent hands. Last time we saw Mistral, Blake's father was running the White Fang now, and sure they lost their headmaster, but who cares? Mistral's in a decent spot right now. Some of them could have went to Mistral. I don't know why you sent everyone to Vacuo, but it is what it is. Ruby's going to have a lot more burden than ever, which is ironic. Yeah, it's all her doing. It's all her plan. Did everyone that was sent to the desert survive? That's a good question. Probably not. Glinda destroyed the whole "there's no such thing as magic" thing. Yeah, she was straight up doing some magic in the first episode. The very first episode, she was doing some magic. Beyond her telekinesis, she was doing some damn magic. That's what I still don't know how she made it. Crystals come from the sky like that. It was some type of dust manipulation, obviously, but it's still kind of weird. We haven't seen anything like that. We haven't seen anything quite like that since, you know. So that was the animatic. Not bad. It's not bad. It's a fine, decent setup for Volume 10. Will we ever get Volume 10? Who knows, you know? Who knows? I would not be banking on that, to be quite honest with you. Don't know how you feel about portraying Rin as the emotional attached one now. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Nora. I think Nora is struggling because of obviously because of everything she's been through, and because of her scarring. In the way, even like what's her face? Neon Cat looked at her scarring, and was like, he's like, you know, taken aback by it. So that's making her feel self-conscious and like, you know, is this Nora's interesting now. She's actually interesting. She's the most interesting she's ever been, currently. Will we ever get Volume 10? Probably not. But Nora's character is very interesting right now. Along with potentially... No, that's pretty much it right now. From what I saw there, I think Nora was the top interesting character there. Maybe a little bit of... maybe Oscar a little bit? Maybe a little bit? Because there is... I'm not really... I want to say because they're resisting like the merger, but not really. It's more Nora is the interesting character there. Nora for sure. Raven, I would be interested to know what's going on with her now. What's her thought process? What is she thinking? Now that she's there in Vacuo and smiling at her brother, you know what's going on there. I guess once she thought she lost Yang, that changed her. You know, I guess. But Yang was in danger all the time. You know. But I guess once Yang disappeared or died, maybe that changed her a bit. I don't know. She's a maiden, so we have the Spring Maiden in Raven. We got the Winter Maiden. We have the and then we have the Summer Maiden wherever she is. So we have 3 maidens in the Vacuo, with the other one on the way. So in Volume 10, we'll have all the maidens in one location. If Volume 10 ever happened, we'd have them all there in Vacuo. Fortunately, we don't know if it's ever going to happen. Hopefully Nora's depression sticks, unlike John's. Yeah, we'll see how John behaves. Well, I keep saying we see like I know for a fact Volume 10 is happening. If Volume 10 was happening, it would be interesting to see how they did John. I would expect the worst. I would expect him to like pretend like all that didn't happen in the freaking Ever After. He's been a long time in there. A long time. I don't trust that they would actually deliver on that development that he got there. Seeing Rwby know the truth from the message, so Raven felt more comfortable. I guess. I can't see Salem beating multiple maidens at once. Well, she'll have Cinder there, and she has magic. So one thing you have to remember about Salem, or the maidens. The maiden power is Ozma, aka Osmond's power, split into 4. That's a weakened Ozma, a weakened Osmond, you know? It's just the magic from Osmond, that's all it is. That's the maidens. Salem has magic herself. So Salem, let's assume for a second, that Salem and Osmond had the same level of magic. That means she had 4 times the magic of each maiden. Assuming it was all on level, right? Assuming it was all the same. If she had the same amount of magic power as Osmond did, once you split it into 4, even with all of them together, she would still have the same amount of magic as the 4 of them together. That makes sense, right? You have to remember, the maidens are just Osmond's power split into 4. So if Salem had the same amount of magic as Osmond, well, then she's like 4 times the maiden power, you know? But we don't know if they're going to keep that consistent, or if that's true with the power scaling. Maybe Osmond had way more power than Salem magic at the time. Either way, it's still his power split into 4. So Salem and Cinder together could still pose a threat against 3 maidens potentially, depending on how it goes, you know. But we don't know how they would actually do that. We don't know. Do you think maiden power will go to Rwby? I hope not. I hope none of them get the power. You don't need that. None of them need to have a maiden power. None of them. Keep it away from them. Keep it away. That's a solid idea for there to be some conflict between. I don't think they would pay that off though. I don't think they would. I don't think the writers would pay that off. You're talking about possibly Raven. Yang keeping the fact that Raven is a maiden away from them could cause some friction in Team Rwby. They could do that. I don't think they would. They'll just forgive Yang like immediately. I don't think it'll be like a big deal. It would probably be something like, why do you keep that away from us? And then she'll explain it, and that'll be it, you know? Just say, I didn't want to, like, talk about my mom or whatever. They wouldn't make it a big deal, I don't think. I don't think they'll make it a big deal. Remember when Hazel and Oscar nuked her? That's true. But the problem with Salem, not really the problem, the issue with her, with fighting her, is that she's relentless, right? Because she can't die. No matter what you do, she's going to keep coming. Osmond had a secret or a trick up his sleeve to put her out of the action for a while. Apparently, he can only do that once. Can't keep doing that. So even if they deal with her for a little bit, she'll just keep regenerating. That's the threat of Salem. It's not so much her power, it's that you can't stop her. She's relentless. You can beat her 1,000 times. She's going to keep coming. That's what makes her dangerous. There's no end. The fight will never end. It'll only end when she wants it to end. That's what makes her a problem, is her resiliency, her never-ending fight with her. That's the problem. Not so much her powers. She just can't die. So eventually she'll wear you down. You're curious about Raven and the Winter Maiden interaction? Yeah, it's with Tyrion and Mercury being there. I'd be curious to know how long they will keep the friction between the good guys before they transition to Tyrion and Mercury. That would be actually that'd be kind of interesting to see how they would execute that. But unfortunately, I'm not sure Volume 10 will ever happen. So yeah. What are Salem's goals? She wants to get all the relics and summon the gods so the world can end. Because she wants to die. That's her goal. Her goal is death. So in her mind, in order to get death, in order for it to all end, she needs it. She needs the gods to come back and wipe out all of existence. That's the only way she'll ever be able to die in her mind. Now, that's why it's potentially the way they could help Salem or get Salem on their side is if they came up with another way to make her not immortal. That's the goal. Once they do that, Salem's off their ass. That's the problem. Salem wants to end it all. So you can take away her Grim powers by using the silver eyes. Then she's immortal. And once she's immortal, then maybe you can reason with her somehow. But that's the issue. It's the issue that she can't die. She wants to die. That's what she wants. She wants it to all end. That's why she wants to gather all the relics. Have the gods come and say, "Oh wow, the humans are still flawed. You guys are flawed. You haven't changed at all. No more humans. Wipe you from existence." That's what she wants. She doesn't want to exist anymore. Which is actually an interesting, like, I don't hate that. I like that for a villain. Villain wants it to end. She wants it all to end for her sake, not for it's not because she's evil or she wants to die. She wants to be over. She wants her existence to end. Therefore, she's doing this. All this is because I don't want to be here anymore. That's what it all is. Which is it's actually interesting for a villain. Cinder is the problem. She's the annoying villain. She has the annoying motivation. I want power for power's sake. I want to be strong. That's the bad villain. Salem's motivation is interesting. Problem is, Cinder is taking all the spotlight, and Salem is kind of she's kind of on the back. She's kind of in the back burner. She's not really being pushed forward, especially Volume 8. Volume 8 was a disgrace for me when it comes to Salem. That's what it was. Honestly, they should redo all of Rwby in a book form. That could be interesting. Who's writing it? The same people? Yeah, I don't know about that one. Depends on who's writing it. All right, folks. That was fun. The next step for me is watching. I'm gonna probably make a poll. I'm gonna make a poll for the next show I'm gonna watch. It's gonna be between these two shows, potentially. It's not a guarantee, but potentially. These are the next two shows I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna make a poll. I may add another show, I don't know yet, but I'm gonna let you guys vote on which one is gonna be I'm gonna watch next. It's gonna be either this one I know nothing about, Malicious in Dungeon, or this one, which is what's it? Friarin Beyond Journey's End? I don't know how to pronounce that word. So one of these two. I may add another one to the poll, but right now it's gonna be between these two. Malicious in Dungeon and this one. Right? These two shows. I have not decided yet. One of these two. I'll probably make a poll on the community tab, maybe do it on Twitter as well, and then I'll decide what to watch next. Came too late? Don't worry, Faye. I understand. What you can do is you can you can go back and watch it with me by just going back and just hitting play. When I hit play, I watched it all the way through, and I showed where I hit play. So yeah, all right. So yeah, so you can always go back and just watch it with me, the watch along, watch it with me. You just gotta go back and link it up with your version of the show. So you just go to that website, hit play when I hit play, and you just watch it with me that way. But yeah, this is a random stream, so I didn't really plan it out. So that's probably why you missed it. So Everyone's saying this one. I've seen everyone in the chat is saying this one. This one. We'll see. I'll make a poll. I'll watch it, and I might do another stream for all I know, because editing can be kind of annoying. So I might do a stream once I do that. Everyone in the chat is saying this one. I'll make a community post, and we'll see. Eat Salem, cough. Okay. All right, folks. That was a short little watch along. Animatic wasn't bad. Solid. I enjoyed it. Not bad. Actually, decent content for Rwby. Not bad. From what I saw, that would have been a solid entry. No complaints. It would have been a solid entry for Rwby had that actually come to fruition. Once Team Rwby got there, who knows what the writing would have happened? We don't know what would have happened, like the actual writing with the volume. But that's a solid piece of Rwby content there. If that actually came to be, I think it would have been solid. All right, folks, that is it. Thank you so much for joining. Hit the like button before you leave. Double tap the like button some more. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. Appreciate you guys. See you next time. I'll probably stream again within the next couple of days. Lazy confirmed. Right.